Tonight, right before you fall asleep, your brain might do something cruel. You'll be lying there in the dark, completely safe, completely alone, and then suddenly, for no reason, it will show you a memory from 7 years ago. That time you waved back at someone who wasn't waving at you. That time your voice cracked in front of the whole class. That time you said, "You too," when the waiter told you to enjoy your meal. That one sentence you said in a conversation that immediately made the room go quiet. And even though nobody else seems to remember it, your brain does, perfectly. It saved the facial expression, the silence, the heat in your face, the exact second you realized you had done something embarrassing. And the strangest part is, you might not remember what you had for dinner 3 days ago. You might forget passwords, birthdays, errands, entire conversations. But that one cringe moment from 2014, your brain stored it in 4K. So why does this happen? Why do embarrassing memories feel like they live forever? The answer is not that you are dramatic. It is not that you are broken. And it is not because the moment mattered as much as your brain says it did. The answer is much older than that. Because for most of human history, embarrassment was not just uncomfortable, it was dangerous. Let's start with a simple truth about humans. We are not the strongest animal. We are not the fastest. We do not have claws, venom, armor, or night vision. For most of our existence, one human alone was weak. But a group of humans together was almost impossible to beat. The group meant food, protection, mating opportunity, childcare, warmth, knowledge, survival. Being accepted by the group was not just nice, it was life insurance. And being rejected by the group was not just sad, it could kill you. For hundreds of thousands of years, your ancestors lived in small tribes where reputation mattered constantly. Everyone knew everyone. Everyone saw what you did. Everyone remembered who was useful, who was dangerous, who was selfish, who could be trusted, and who made mistakes. In that world, social failure was not a small thing. If you offended the wrong person, ignored the wrong signal, broke the wrong rule, or made yourself look unreliable, you could lose status, you could lose protection, you could lose access to the group. And outside the group, you were exposed. So the human brain evolved a social alarm system. That alarm is called shame. Shame feels horrible because it was designed to feel horrible. It had to be powerful enough to stop you, grab your attention, and make you correct your behavior before the group pushed you away. Embarrassment is the softer version of that alarm. It says, you just violated a social rule. People may have noticed. Do not do that again. This is why cringe memories hit differently than ordinary bad memories. If you burn your hand on a stove, your brain remembers, don't touch the stove. But if you humiliate yourself in public, your brain remembers something more complicated. Don't say that sentence. Don't make that face. Don't misread that situation. Don't become the kind of person people reject. That is the beginning of the problem. Because your brain is not trying to torture you. It is trying to train you. And the way it trains you is by replaying the mistake. This is where memory comes in. Most people think memory works like a camera. Something happens, your brain records it, and later, you press play. But that is not really how memory works. Memory is more like reconstruction. Every time you remember something, your brain rebuilds it from pieces, images, emotions, sounds, meanings, assumptions, and the story you now tell yourself about what happened. This means your cringe memories are not perfect recordings. They are edited films. And your brain is a very biased editor. When something embarrassing happens, your body reacts as if there is a threat. Your heart rate rises, your face gets hot, your stomach drops, stress chemicals move through your body, your attention narrows, and deep in the brain, the amygdala, a region involved in detecting emotionally important events, helps tell the memory system, save this. The hippocampus, which helps organize memories of events, binds together the scene, where you were, who was there, what was said, what happened next. But emotional memories have a strange quality. They often preserve the central emotional detail while distorting the rest. You remember the silence after your joke failed. You remember one person's face. You remember your own panic. But you may not remember that someone changed the subject 5 seconds later. You may not remember that half the room was not even paying attention. You may not remember that the person you were trying to impress forgot about it by lunch. Your brain remembers the danger, not the context. And that is why cringe feels so real.